Well, here we go. Jesus has made it back now to 2 miles outside of Jerusalem. He's at Bethany. And here's what it says. When he came, he found that he had already been in the tomb 4 days. We have a Lazarus that's been in the tomb 4 days. Now understand, the Jews believed in that day and time that your spirit would hover close to your body for 3 days. And so if you hit day number 4, you were considered dead, where you didn't have a chance of reviving. And of course, you get to day number 4, your body has started to break down. You started to decay. You started to decompose. And it was deliberate on God's part. Okay? He had been in the tomb 4 days. Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 2 miles off. Many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary, that's Lazarus' sisters, to console them concerning their brother. Martha, therefore, when she heard that Jesus was coming, went out to meet him, but Mary stayed at the house. Martha then said to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Even now, whatever you ask of God, God will give you." But you know what? It was God's plan for her brother to die. And so she thought, oh, if Jesus had only been here, my brother wouldn't have died. But if the Father had said, he's going to be dead for 4 days, that's what it was going to be. Jesus, by being there, did not ever on his own decide, well, this person's going to live or this person. No. Remember in John chapter 5, I think it's verse 19, I only do what the Father wants me to do. I only do what I see the Father doing. The Son does nothing of himself. And so it wasn't that Jesus could have on his own said, oh, okay, we're going to keep Lazarus from dying. No, instead it was, Father, do you want Lazarus to live? Father, do you want Lazarus to die? And part of the plan of God was for Lazarus to be so dead that he smelled bad, to demonstrate that Jesus had the power to raise the dead. He spoke about the power to give life to people way back in chapter 5. And so it was part of God's plan for a very disappointing, heartbreaking thing to happen to Lazarus' sisters. Part of his plan. Didn't make a bit of sense. Oh, but it made a bunch of sense later. In Psalms, Isaiah chapter 55, verses 8 and 9, God says, your ways are not my ways, and your thoughts are not my thoughts. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so high are my ways above your ways, and my thoughts above your thoughts. His thoughts are eternal, and his thoughts are from a God who knows everything. And so sometimes in time and space, it doesn't make a lick of sense to us, but it makes perfect sense to God, because he has a plan that's a whole lot bigger than these little old lives of ours. Have a great day.